Hello and welcome to this video commentary of a 3v3 on the Waterfalls map. On the red alliance are Bane, Lukav and Flimmeister, and on the yellow alliance are Narcos, Daftmedic and myself, and we'll see how this battle goes. Just taking a while to load. Okay, I think I will just be pausing this in a bit because this might just be a bit too many troops to actually go over before engagement starts. So let's pause it. Yes, I did it. Okay, we have Bane's troops here. I think we still can't see all of them, but I'll go over what I see now. There is one unit of Boa Shigaru. There are 3 units of two units of Matchlock Warrior Monks. Then he has 2 units of Naginata Warrior Monks, and 2 units of Nodachi Samurai, and 1 unit of Katana Samurai. His general is nowhere to be seen, which means he must be hidden, and that means he has his general spec in the bow, in the archer tree, and has a sniping ability, which means that the general can actually hide. Okay, then we have Lukav's army, who brought, of course, his melee spec gen. 2 units of Great Guard, which are pretty highly fitted, 3 and 4. And then he has a Katana Hero at level 5, some Nodachi at level 6, some more Nodachi at level 6, some Katana at level 6, some more Katana at level 6, and that's it from what I can see. Then there's Flimmeister, who has gone with more quantity than quality at this point. He has 3 units of Boa Shigaru, 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Katana Samurai that I can see right now, a unit of Yari Shigaru and his gen, and he has 2 units of Yari Cavalry here. I do think he has more hidden, but we'll have to find out later on. Then we have Narcos' troops here, which are 3 units of Boa Shigaru. Then he has 1, 2, 3, 4... 3 units of Katana Samurai of varying vet levels, 2 units of Lone Shigaru with varying vet levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, units of Yari Shigaru, 1 unit of Light Cavalry. Oh, wait, more. There's like 5 units of Yari Shigaru, 2 units of Light Cavalry, and his gen. Then we have Daftmedic with Matchlock Samurai at level 4. Some more level 4 Matchlock Samurai, Katana Samurai at level 7, level 7 Katana Samurai, another one, Bow Cavalry, Light Cavalry, some Katana Samurai, and he has 2 units of Great Guard, which are also fed at level 1 and 2. And my troops are 1 unit of Matchlock Warrior Monks, 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Katana Samurai, 2 units of Naginata Warrior Monks, 2 units of Yari Shigaru, and Naginata Samurai, and of course 2 Yari Cavalry. I have no vetted units. This is my unvetted army, which I usually use to get all my depleted vetted units healed up again. Basically, there are a few key buildings on this map. Flim is going for the shrine on the far left of the map, on the far east actually. Then there's the archery dojo, which I'm not really interested in, but Flim seems to be, so as a result, I am too. Then there is the workshop that no one really seems to go for. Then there is the sword dojo that Narcos seems to stop short of. Then there is the farmhouse that I think Bane would like to take, but I don't think so. Anyway, Narcos appears to be holing up in this forest over here with Daftmedic at his side, and Lukav is probably going to get in the front and try and attack them head on, while Bane actually will try to attack from the side. He does initially set up here. Here the fight actually already started because he started. Flimmeister started firing at my troops, so I charge in a group of my Yari cavalry. The time this buys me, I use to move up my army within Matchlock Warrior Monk range. I've also increased that range, which you can see here. I now have a pretty good view of most of his army, although he is pushing back now. But yeah, here goes my first volley, which takes out pretty much all of these Boa Shigaru guys. Let's see, something else happened yet? Not really. Bane seems to realign his guys. Narcos is happy where he is, just holding up in the forest. Daftmedic feels pretty snazzy here on his the banks on this river. So this is basically a waiting game on this side, although Lukav does appear to become a bit, impatient. Myself, I'm now really engaging Flimmeister's forces. Flim is pelting me with arrows from the top here and from down here, but I'm keeping him from getting the archery dojo, so it's not that bad, and his guys are not vets anyway. Naginata warrior monks are quite susceptible to fire though, so I should march them out pretty quickly. And here the first clashes. I'm moving my guys in and charging them into his forces and trying to occupy his cavalry, which doesn't really work. I use this cavalry to deter his, but I am trying to get my cavalry a bit away, which prompts him to charge them, which prompts me to charge back, obviously. But I have my Yari Yoshigaru here, so I will be, charging them into that to try and make that difference. I am also flanking around my Matchlock Warrior Monks. I have my Yari Yoshigaru here in reserve and for protection of my general, which is needed now that I'm going in stand and fight formation. And I'm sending in my Naginata Samurai for some extra support there. Flimmeister's line here starts to fall now, which is good for me, not so much for him. And lots of units free up to focus on the rest of his army, which is falling now basically. The only real danger on his part is now the Boa Shigaru in this hill and his cavalry, but his cavalry, no, his Yari Samurai are actually being engaged by my Yari Shigaru, which they might win, but my guys outnumber them a bit, and it's not really my biggest concern at the moment. There is one clash going on. Daftmedic bow cavalry has been taken out by Lukav's Great Guard, which is a bit shit for Daftmedic, because bow cavalry can really dictate your enemy's movements, and losing that means that he loses quite a good trump card there. He brought up some light cavalry here, probably just for harassment. Narcos is engaging the Great Guard with his arrows, but it doesn't really seem to work very much. They still have 57 men left, which is quite a lot. Daftmedic sends in his light cavalry, which is not likely to make that much of a difference. Lukav is crashing in his Great Guard in this unit of Katana Samurai, which will, and eventually even he's trying to get to his general most likely, which is not good. Oh, and here actually stuff is happening. Oh damn, I missed a lot. Bane has actually realigned his forces from here to a more, on the flank of Narcos' army. He's engaging these Yari Yoshigaru over here, and probably just making ready to attack both Daftmedic and Narcos' forces on this side. At the same time, I am just, I'm done. I'm ready. I've done my bit. So I'll just realign my forces and go and try to fight against, bring them to my buddies. But I'm a really long way away, so it will take a while. So what's happening here? Bane is moving up his guys, ready to charge down the hill and into Narcos' guys, while Matchlocks are firing at Narcos' troops here. So the first engagement here has started also, with arrows and Matchlocks basically beating down on Narcos' forces there. At this time, Lukav has fully engaged Daftmedic's troops, and it's a really big jumble here. There's Great Guard fighting against Great Guard, so that's a big, cavalry engagement there. But Lukav's Great Guard are more vetted, so they will probably win that engagement. Lukav's melee general is also taking a toll on this side of Daftmedic's front, and it seems that Bane has enveloped most of the of Daftmedic's and Narcos' armies. However, they are also shifting to meet this new threat, and Bane is forced to get his guys out of there, from all the matchlock fire that Daftmedic is bringing to bear. Now Bane and Lukav are smashing their cavalry into a Boa Shigaru unit, probably want to punch through to Narcos' general there. Bane uses this cover to bring in his Naginata warrior monks, who would otherwise have been really susceptible to archer fire. Bane is bringing another unit of Great Guard. Someone's general just fell. I think, yeah, that was most definitely Lukav's general. So that means that Lukav is at a pretty big disadvantage now. And 2 units are still holding on here though, so it's going to be a really close one at this point. Especially with Bane's cavalry supporting Lukav's forces here and smashing into these Daftmedic's and Narcos' forces time and again. Daftmedic here has his general ready, and I think his general is pretty much the only actual unit alive. Meanwhile, Bane's matchlock units are just firing away into that forest. There's a huge mess of bodies here, and horses that are trying to get away, and arrows and stuff. But he's firing arrows and stuff into the forest, which may not really help, because forest does give you more cover against this sort of thing. So, actually Bane is trying to go for the general, for Narcos' general, who is in standard fight formation, so he can't just get away. Which might be a bummer for Narcos actually. Depends on how well the Great Guard will do. I'm moving my guys up now. They are now approaching the battlefield. Just look at this river here. It should be flowing red with blood. It doesn't, but it should. My guys are tired. Bless them. Yeah, it seems that Bane's Great Guard did not fare well against Narcos' Avatar Bodyguard. Probably to do with the Yarya Shigaru that was, put there to protect the Avatar Bodyguard. But it does appear that, Narcos does not have that many forces left. But then again, so Bane doesn't really have that much forces left either. So Narcos just held out for long enough for me to get into position. Daftmedic has been properly wiped off the map, but Lukav is gone, Flimmeister is almost gone. The only unit Flimmeister has left is a unit of Yarya Shigaru. That's not really going to do much for the game anymore, just, taking away my archery dojo. It's not really as if I care now anymore. And I don't really have the cav to, or whatever, to go back there all the way. That would be too tedious. So yeah, Bane is taking up defensive positions on these hills, trying, probably hoping to use his matchlock warrior monks to be big enough of a morale hit to rout at least a few troops. I do still have a considerable amount of people left though, so not even with that morale hit, there might not be a question of it being really successful. Of course, he's using his archers, his archery general, to take a beat on my guys, which, well, yeah, I guess sucks. But it's not that many people left who are firing anyway. So, ooh, and this is a big volley on his Boa Shigaru there, who have now broken and are trying to get away. So now a matchlock fight is starting. Bane brings down another unit of matchlock warrior monks and inspires them so that they have a better firing rate. He uses his flaming arrows to try and take out my general. He actually does take out quite a few guys there, but well, not all of them, so that's good. He actually used his matchlocks there to try and take him out, but yeah, that was his last ditch effort, I think, to just take out my general, so that the morale hit would be big enough. But I rallied my guys just in case that should happen, and my guy lived, so it was not really an issue anyway. And now I'm charging my guys up there. I think Narcos will charge his guys up there as well, and it's basically game over now because Bane just doesn't have enough to actually use against us now. So I think in a minute he will charge in his general too. I mean, he could just run away all the time and fire arrows and shit, but that would just be lame. So yeah, this is pretty much the end of the battle, and good game to all those who played, and yeah, everyone was a pretty good game. So yeah, don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.